Okay, welcome to Healthy Talks with my healthcare lady. We're about being happy, healthy, and insured through conversation. And so I hope y'all have had a fantastic day. I had a great day, a long week, been in some training, doing some things for learning and growing in our health and our business insurance industry. And so so today this episode means a lot to me, and we're piggybacking off of the second episode I believe we had together about working together as a spouse. And so from that, we went back and thought about the process from when we first got started, or when I first got started in the insurance industry, to where we are now. And so I wanted to bring Darnell on because you know what, y'all, I was just telling him just now, through my process of learning and growing and struggling as a single mother into now, Darnell witnessed like most of that. And we wasn't even a couple. We wasn't even together. We wasn't dating. And now we're married. And said, you know what? Let's bring you in too, because you witnessed what I had to go through. And so, so many people just think that our business just took off, just took off. But that's not the real story of how it happens. People always see the glitz and glams of what you're doing now, but they don't understand the process, what you had to go through. Exactly. And so many people can probably relate to this. And so that's the whole point of this podcast, by the way, where we want to bridge the gap between entrepreneurs and people who are in their careers and they're taking off, to promote being healthy, happy, and insured, to talk about the physical part of it, the state of mind, the mental you have to go through, the emotional roller coaster you go through, the financial part of it, and also to the spiritual part of it, what they experience. A lot of times people don't talk about that process. They just give you steps on what you can do to, get to that point, which we all need, is very, very, very important. But they don't go through that part of the struggle. Mm-hmm. And people need to hear that part of the struggle as well, because no matter where you are in your life, it's important, because we're all somehow going to go through something. And when you see a person that you adore, or that you want to maybe follow their footsteps, or they encourage you, you want to know the realness behind it. You want to know, is it just not me who's going through this? And so this is what this is about. And so we have an interesting topic, from a dollar cheeseburger to six figures. And you're probably wondering why that topic, why that title. And we're going to get to that in a minute, because it's very interesting. It's a funny story now, but it was life. It actually happened to us. And so a lot of people are always asking me how I get started in the insurance industry. And y'all, I've been in insurance for 14 years. 14 long years. And so when I started doing insurance, honestly, I was going to college. Okay, I wanted to be a pharmaceutical sales rep. That was my dream job I wanted to do. And so this guy, the rep from Merck, I don't say Merck, he came out and talked to us in our class. He was saying, in order to be a sales rep, you got to have sales experience outside of your 4-year degree. Okay, I said, okay, well, I need to get the selling experience under my belt. So I end up taking on insurance just to get the experience, not knowing that this was going to be my career. Okay. And yes, y'all, I went to college, but I was also still a single mom. Okay. Hear this out. A single mom, going to college, working a full-time job. Yes, on government assistance. I had the food stamps. I'm not ashamed to say I had the food stamps. I was on assisted living, where they paid for most of your rent, and I paid a small portion of my rent. My kids had Medicaid, the whole 9 yards, okay? And so I want to encourage you, let you know, just because this is your circumstance now, it can change. You can come out of poverty. You can move forward out of poverty. It can happen. It happened to me, and I'm no better person. God can do all things, okay, through Christ. You can do all things through Christ. I'm a witness of this right now. Yes. And so, bringing 2 kids up and being a single parent, I did all I could, y'all. I posted a picture on social media where you seen my 2 kids, and they seem so happy and so innocent. And now I look back, I get teary-eyed because it's like they had no idea the struggle that we was really going through. As a mother, as a parent, you do all you can to make sure your child have enough. And so just seeing that now, and now it just brings back so many memories, is what I'm saying. And I just remember getting insurance and just trying to make ends meet. And I must say, I started making a little bit amount of money, more than I was making. You know, because the world teaches you get a job.
That's right.
And they don't teach you to how to become your own business, how to become your own boss. They don't teach you to save your money or invest. They teach you to go work for somebody else. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with that if you choose to at all. But that's how the world's conditioned. And so I end up not finishing school at that time and end up pursuing insurance. And let me tell you something, that was not easy.
Wow.
Getting into business, no matter where you start, insurance, if you want to be a real estate agent, whatever, it's not easy. Y'all, I struggled as an insurance agent. I struggled trying to pay my bills. I struggled trying to find a client. You know what? They talk about agents who have commission breath. I had commission breath because I'm like, I need this sale to pay my rent. I need this sale to go buy groceries. Because what you don't know is once your income grows, all the assistance goes away. So I was still in poverty because my assistance went away, y'all. So here I am trying to better myself, make more income, but all my assistance goes away.
Wow. It's crazy.
So like, what do you do behind that? You know, I'm going from one company to the next company to the next company. I wanted to give up. You know, at one time I thought I was doing so good, but guess what? I was working for my family all the time. Going door to door, going traveling farther away from my family, from my kids, trying to make the money. At the end of the year, I realized I still wasn't making any money. And I realized what I found is that I was in the right industry, but I wasn't being taught the right way. I wasn't being taught the right way. And I don't blame the people who I was working with because they was taught the same way I was taught. That's right. Okay? And so just from that, you still wonder, where does headline come from? Why you got this? Because so get to the headline of so during that process, during how we got married, during the process, although I was still selling insurance, I took on a full-time job.
Yes.
I did. And he was working too as well. He also had his insurance license as well.
I sure did.
And at that point we got married. We thought we was doing really good, okay? Really good. We had 2 checks coming in from my job. I had some little insurance income coming from my job. He had some coming from his job. I thought, oh, we're living a dream, y'all. Yeah. We live it up. We got extra $500 in the bank, so we're doing really good. We live it up.
Oh, extra $500.
But then something inside of me was like, Letitia, you are better than this. Here you are having to humble yourself down to take this position that you're better than. And at that point, we came together and I said, babe, I think this is not for me. Not for me at all. And at the time I was pregnant. I got pregnant with my youngest son, Taylor. So he said, Letitia, I tell you what, if you do this, you can quit your job. If you go get 3 months of income from selling insurance in the bank, you can quit. Yeah, I went and did it in 30 days.
30 days?
30 days, I went out there and I hustled, and I made that much money to help accommodate my income. I said, Darn, look, the money's in the bank. He couldn't believe I went and done it, but I went and did it. So at that point, I was able to quit my job. So I had a plan. This was going to work for us, but y'all.
Oh, buddy.
This when it got hard. Because I was pregnant with Taylor. The doctor had me on some restrictions. And I wasn't able to work. So now, the job that was providing me my income, where I was sitting behind a desk working, easy job, I no longer had. And it all fell on Darnell.
Yes.
It fell on him, y'all. It got so bad to where you're wondering, you know, the dollar cheeseburger. So about the dollar cheeseburger is this. I was at home with Taylor, just had Taylor. It was so bad, y'all. We couldn't afford our rent. We was behind like how many?
We were behind three months, I think, on rent.
Behind rent, the car.
Car payment was behind.
We couldn't afford our kids' Christmas, y'all.
Couldn't buy them Christmas.
I mean, not even a toy. We couldn't afford it.
If it hadn't been for our parents, they provided Christmas for our kids.
Who didn't know? Well,
didn't know.
I think now they knew. But we never told them. I think they knew. And so tell about the cheeseburgers, sweetheart. Tell what happened with that.
Well, of course, with the income dropping, dramatically, we struggled, and, I worked extra hours trying to make ends meet, whatever I could do.
How many hours though? 18 hours a day?
18, 17 hours a day. Sometimes, it was a production job. So, and if everybody know about production, if you don't meet production, you don't get no money. So my days got long, and sometimes I would be there 18 hours and I had made, maybe $110. Someone said, well, I need to get another job. It wasn't that, this wasn't a time when jobs were just out there. So you had to do what you had to do. You couldn't just walk out one door and go in another one. So the story happened with, everybody asks about the cheeseburger story. What happened was, it was a day, I didn't have any lunch. And I think I maybe found some coins under the, I don't know if I found them in the truck or under the mattress or something. And I said, well, I'm going to just take this little money. I think I had maybe $1.75. So I had a plan. I'm going to get a cheeseburger and a drink. So that day, particular day of lunch, I ate a cheeseburger and I got a pop out of the machine. That was my lunch. So I had the truck and we was down to one vehicle. And so I go home. I think we were getting ready to go
to church.
Go to church that night. We faithful. We still going to church. We ain't got nothing, but we still loving God, serving God. And I go to get the kids. Of course, she was pregnant. No, she had Taylor. Yeah, she had Taylor. And, loading the kids up. We on our way. And she looks down and sees the wrapper from where I had the cheeseburger. Now you eat a cheeseburger, you ball the wrapper up, and I put it in the console, and she saw it. Oh my God. She was like, so you ate a cheeseburger? You mean to tell me you had a cheeseburger for lunch? I said, all I had was a few coins. Oh, but I'm at home eating ramen noodles and all that stuff. We got these kids, but you go to McDonald's and eat a cheeseburger? I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry, but that's all I had, And we laugh on it now because it's funny. But at that time, she didn't find it funny, So that's the cheeseburger story. And that just goes to show you how far we were down.
Right.
People, I heard somebody say the story is not in the destination. The story is in the journey. So the story is in our journey, and it's not where we are now. It was some hard times, but we had some people who were patient with us. Our landlord was very patient with us. He was very, very lenient towards us. Our parents, the people that we have in our corner, they supported us. We had a dream, we had a vision, and we just kept pursuing the dream and the vision that we had. So I thank God that, we don't have to go through that. Hopefully, we'll never have to go through that. We won't
go through it again.
A situation ever again.
Right. And I will say this too, during that time frame, it was really bad because financing can really destroy a marriage. It can really destroy a marriage. It really can. And I must admit, at one time, it was a little rocky. It was. He working 17, 18 hours a day. I'm at home with my baby, and then he gets home, and I want to talk. He's tired. It was a rough time, but I thank God because during that time, we came together, and we became closer. And at that, we became one, really in sync with one another. And we started enjoying each other for what it was. We're going to go through this together. And so I want to thank God for Darnell because he allowed me, although it was rough, he allowed me to pursue my dream. He allowed me to to just lift me up and push me through that process. And after I was released from having Taylor to go back out and go work, I promised him, I said, if you just allow me a little bit longer, this is not going to happen again, y'all. It's not going to happen again. And I promise you, January of 2014, I got out there and I worked for like 5 months and no income came in. Still no income coming in. Y'all, I have partnered with some of my friends with the insurance now. We had to partner together, carpool together. We had to, man, it's the story. So the story is, we got together, and although we was behind on bills, Darnell would give me $5 or $10. She didn't have any money either, so she'll get $5 or $10, and we would just come together and we would just carpool, going 3 hours away, praying that we get back off the $20 for gas, y'all. And we worked and we worked and we worked, and still no money was coming into the home. And what I'm saying is this: when you go through something and you believe in your dream, don't give up. Just keep pushing forward and believe. Because guess what? The harvest came eventually. It eventually came. And when it came, we had got an abundance amount of income that came in. But we were so far behind on bills, it all went back to the bills. The house, the truck, everybody we owed, it all went back into that. And this one I said, okay, sweetheart, I thank you for allowing me to do this. So now I'm going to be serious at this point, and I really want to start a business. So, because in the beginning, I was just doing it to make income. I was just turning and burning. But we came together and said, okay, we're going to make an income. We're going to treat it like a business. We're going to do all that we have to do. So then the kitchen table became my office. And that's where I work on my kitchen table. From day in and day out, learning systems, learning processes, and we built ourselves out of poverty. And I'm going to say this to you: it's good to have a good support system supporting you, believing in your dream. You have to be on one accord to do it, whether it's your spouse, your mother, your sister, you need somebody. So if you want to come out of poverty, if you want to focus on the dream that you have, surround yourself around positive people who's going to push you even when you want to give up. And you know what? I think after that point, it took us at least 2 years to really start climbing. So when you start a business, don't think you're going to get in, just think you're going to make money. No, you have to work hard. And at that time, I didn't even pay myself. The money went back into the business, or it went into the household.
We knew where we had been, so we didn't, it worked out for some people this way, but for us it was different. We didn't go on trips. We knew we had to put the money had to go back into the business, so we didn't take trips, and we weren't able to do a lot of things once income started coming in. So you can't eat up your seed money. Once it started coming in, you gotta count up the cost. You gotta be responsible. We had to learn from our mistakes, because the thing is, you never want to go back. And we have made up our mind was we are never going back to that. And which reminds me, we even said a prayer. We said, Lord, allow us to be lenders and not borrowers. That's right.
And when we made that prayer and vowed to God that we will always keep him first and serve him, he's done exactly that. And I give God all the praise. And we're boasting, but we're boasting on him. We're boasting on God and what he has done for us. And so I just want to encourage you, y'all, if you in a situation, it's not going to last always. If you plug in, if you pray to God, allow him to direct you, he can do just that. And so I'm just blessed for what he has done. And not only that, now and since then, we probably had three different offices since then. So God blessed us from just being me and Darnell to where now we have, a team of agents, and we're teaching them how to do the same exact thing, how to come out of poverty, how to get their mind right. And it starts with the mind first, you all. You can have an idea, but if your mind is not right, you can't pivot. You're not going to change, because you're still stuck in that mentality of you're not going to make it out. Quit saying what you can't do and do what you can do. Are you going to let your excuse be the reason why you can't do it or the reason why you're going to do it?
That's right.
And it was for me the reason why I'm going to do it, the reason why I got to do it. I'm so thankful that my kids don't even remember the struggle at all. We remember, but they have no idea. And when I think back being a single parent, some of you may be single parents now, it's not the end of the rainbow.
It's not.
You got to persevere. You got to come up with a plan. You got to ask God to help you through and you can come out. But you got to stay focused on that. You have to. You have to. And I just thank God for that.
Definitely. You know, I want to say too, I want to tell those people out there, tell that single parent, that single mother, you know, it won't be easy. It's going to be some days, it's going to be turbulence. But you got to remember, you know, what you're doing it for and what's your reason and your whys and all those things. And those are the things that should help you be driven, that should motivate you each and every day.
Yes.
You know, it's days when you know, we have to walk in the hot sun, going from business to business, business to business, getting so many no's. You know, thank you. We appreciate you coming in, but we don't need that. A lot of people told us no, but when we kept getting those no's, eventually we started getting yeses. And it's the saying, you may go through 1,000 no's to get one yes. And that one yes could be the one yes that takes you all the way.
Exactly.
You know.
It's exactly right. I mean, I'm just so amazed what God has done. And when I think back just from then to now, it's like, how can I say it? I will never forget where I come from. I always pray God to keep me content, you know, no matter where I am in life. But I never forget where we come from. And I just celebrate. I'm so thankful. And you know what's even funny? Sometimes we say, you know what, things were easier when we didn't have money. And we said it was tickled by that because when you grow in a business, so many other things you have to account for as well, you know, but we're thankful for that. And so I feel like that once you come out of something, it's your job and due to help someone else come out of something as well. I am so thankful to say that the people who are on our team, I'm not going to say who they are, but you know who you are. We're teaching in the same way how to come out of something, how to break those generational curse of not being wealthy, of not teaching our children how you can be your own business owner, how you can come out of something. And I was just talking to one of our agents, and I'm just celebrating her because she's on her way to the 6-figure income. And I say that because in our mind back then, 6 figures was like, oh my God, I could make that. I couldn't believe it. But now you've reached that goal. It's like, it can be done. The first 6 figures is gonna be a little tough, but once you make it, you can duplicate it over and over and over again. And no, it's not just about money. I just mean success. If you don't want that, that's okay. But I'm saying success. What do you want in life?
What's your passion?
What's your passion about? And move forward towards that mark. And so I'm like, the more you give out, the more will come back to you. And that's what we're doing today. And so I know we don't have enough time to tell the full story of it, but I want you to know it was not a walk in the park. It was not easy at all.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
And so let's say, for example, I know our kids, somebody want to go to college, and that's great. Allow them to go to college, you know, allow them to do that. But those who don't desire to go to school, there are other careers out there that they can look into and be successful at it. One thing I know is that for years, we have not taught our own to how to be successful, how to have ownership of something. For some reason, we weren't taught that.
Ownership is
everything if that's what you want. And so, like I said, it's our job to teach our people, not just our people, teach everybody how to come out of something. And then once you come out, don't forget where you come from.
Exactly.
Go help somebody else who want to come out.
Definitely.
People come to me, I don't mind sharing because I didn't do it, God did it. God did. He one brought us out. So why would I be selfish seeing you struggling, seeing I can help you come out of something? And it might not be insurance, but just giving you some golden nuggets, giving you some ideas, giving you a push on the earth, say, hey, sister, hey, brother, you got this?
Definitely. We say it all the time, and we go, we can piggyback off of that, a biblical saying, am I my brother's keeper? And the answer is, yes, you are. Mm-hmm. You are your brother's keeper. I feel like you are obligated to share information to help people. It's a distaste in my mouth when we have other people who have businesses and they're doing this thing and they don't want to share information. Right. No one's asking to get in your pocket, but just show me how to fish.
Exactly.
I'm not asking you to fish for me or ask you to give me what's yours, but show me how to fish. So, we're obligated by God to give information to help somebody else come out, and we're going to fulfill that obligation.
We're going to do exactly what we say we're going to do. For so long, I had my mouth shut because I don't want to be judged about people thinking you're bragging. But at the same time, I felt like, yeah, but you're not helping anybody either by shutting your mouth. So I learned to give God the glory. So if you want to get mad or talk about it, then talk about him. But that's who we want to allow it to happen, And so it's just like if you see your brother and sister who's lost out there in the world, it's our job to go get them and bring them to God, mm-hmm. right? So the same principle is that. You see your brother and sister out there in the world who want better, but they don't know better. It's our job to come help bring them in and lift each other up. Which brings me to the next thing, and I'm so excited about this. This is my first one I'm putting out there, but I'm having a master class. Okay. For people who are in insurance, maybe their first year, second year, or maybe in insurance for a while, mm-hmm. but you haven't quite figured out how to get over the hump, how to get to the next level, how to grow your business, or how just to get more clients. And I have a proven system because I've done it.
That's right.
And so, since I've done it, I want to share with you how you can do it as well. And no, I'm not trying to get you on my team, so don't think that, okay? I mean, if you want to be, let's talk about it, but it's not that. I want to show you. If someone would have showed me this a long time ago, I would go him and farther along. But I had to bump my head, had to figure it out. I lost money in it, trying to figure out. That's okay because I'm grateful for where I am. So again, if you're interested in, or if you're in the insurance industry and don't know what's the next step to grow your business, don't know what to do, come join our class. Now there is a fee, it's $97 and you get free lunch. And you want to, well, why is it a fee? Let me tell you something. When you invest in yourself, you will value the information.
That's right.
I've learned when people give you stuff, you don't value any of it. But if you invest in yourself, you will get the information, you will utilize it. I promise you, y'all, I made some big investments in myself just last year. And I'm thankful I did that, because by me investing in myself last year has pushed me to help you invest in yourself as well. So again, ask yourself, is your business worth $97? Is your business worth $97?
Come on, insurance people.
Think about it. $97 to get to six figures and grow your business. I think that's a pretty small investment. Because I guarantee you, once you learn it, you're going to be on your way. And we're going to do steps 1 through, I have 8 steps. We're going to go through steps 1 through 4. And when you leave here, you're going to know processing systems. You're going to know who's your market. You're going to know how to brand. You're going to know how to go find your clients. We're going to do hands-on training in the class. I'm not the type to think about, I'm going to give you steps 1 through 4, and you walk away like, I don't understand. You're going to leave here today. You're going to leave on May 27th. You're going to leave with your notes, your notebooks, hands-on into reaction, knowing what to do when you leave here. So, if you have any questions about insurance or how to get in insurance industry, let me know. I do get so many people who do inbox me about the insurance industry. And so, hey, you can do it. It's a versatile process. Again, I'm not trying to get everybody on my team. You need to seek out who's the right person for you. Seek out guidance, seeing what you want. first and then get with the right person. But again, my job is to help you and educate you. Just like you go out there and you buy that outfit because you want to look good. You know, you go out there and you get that dinner, you want to look good. You know, you want to eat. Invest in this. And invest in yourself and growing your business. It's going to be held here at our office, Jackson Insurance Group. Seats are limited, and the reason why I wanted to keep it limited is I wanted to be intimate, an intimate setting where when you leave, I want you to feel like you got what you needed when you left my presence. I don't believe in just giving you information. I mean, think about it. I bought so many courses, and when I get done, I'm like, I didn't learn nothing. I didn't learn anything. What was this for? Right. And so I'm here to bring value. Always bring value to people. Okay, not just in insurance, anything. Learn how to bring value. What is your value? What do you bring to the table? Mm-hmm. Like, for example, if you bring value for I help inspire people. Well, that's your value. You know what I'm saying? You want people to feel good. You want to inspire them. So that's my thing. Is so I've learned, and in so many years, I've helped so many people in insurance, get them ideas, get them started, and then I stopped. I got burnt out. I felt like I was giving all my ideas away. I felt like, I was just scared of just people. I just felt scared of people just, you know how sometimes we're scared to share ideas because you're scared somebody's going to take it from you. Mm. And guess what? I heard a powerful preacher say this. Somebody might take your ideas, but God gave you the footprint. So although they might they took what they saw, they don't know what was in here or in here. Okay? So I said, you know what? I'm going to stop being selfish. I'm being very selfish, not want to show other people how to do it. Mm. And so that's why I put the class together. It's my first time. Several people are asking for webinars. Maybe down the road we'll do webinars. But I want it to be an intimate setting so you can actually get what you're needing. I went places where I said I left, I haven't learned anything. Just a lot of information, a lot of note taking. Go back, you figure out. Well, I don't care if you're doing health insurance, life insurance, Medicare, PNC. It don't matter. Definitely. Whatever you in, steps 1 through 4 is proven system. It's going to fit all niches. It don't matter what company you work for. I'm not trying to get you on my team. Do you hear me? Not saying I don't want you. I'm saying come and learn and invest in yourself. If you are an independent agent, want to learn how to grow your business, want to learn how to have your own agency, I'll be happy to tell you that. But you have to be coachable, you have to be trainable, and you have to do what it takes because it's not going to be easy. Put in the work. 14 years of this, and here I am now. But guess what? I still haven't reached my levels yet. I still want to go higher and higher and higher. And one thing I learned over the weekend conference is this. Once you reach your highest peak and you still want to grow, guess what? You're at the top of the highest, but now your new step, you're at the bottom of that step. Mm. So it means it's steps you got to take, steps you got to take to process it. Hey, if you got a team, if you want your team to come, bring your team. Bring your team, and we will do that. Again, I just want to give back what God has put in me to do. Okay? So, do we have any questions that anybody might have asked?
You have one lady asked, her name was, let me go back, Demetria Donaldson.
Yes.
Donaldson. She asked, do you have to be in insurance to come to this masterclass?
That's a great question. So I was focusing on insurance sales, but that's my niche. That's what I know. However, I still know steps 1 through 4 can be for any business. It can be steps 1 through 4 because it's the same process no matter what you're getting started in. And so for those of you who may be considering insurance, it's like a $400 investment. Where can you go start a business for $400?
Yes.
you really can't go anywhere and start a business for that low. Then add this class on top of it, $97. You will get that back in a heartbeat. That's my promise to you. Anything you want to say, Darnell?
No, I'm just glad to be a part of this podcast and be able to share some truth and share some light on the subject But echoes to what my wife has said. We're here to help, and we have an obligation. You know, you would feel funny if you turn on the news and nobody said nothing, and everybody just looking at people on the news. They have an obligation to report the news.
Right.
So the same way we have an obligation, we have a mandate to share certain information to help people, and that's what we want to do.
I got a testimony. I got to share this, y'all.
What?
My mother, she's watching right now.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
How you doing?
So she know the struggle too. She know the struggle. And so she's like, Tisha, leave that insurance alone, go get your job. Okay?
She
told me that.
Uh-oh.
And I made this statement to her. I hurt her feelings. But this is my statement. I said, I'm not average. I don't want to live like you.
What?
And I hurt her feeling so bad, but I didn't mean it in that way. What I was saying was, I'm out here feeling, I'm chasing my dream because I want better. Okay? But as a mother, she didn't want to see her child struggling, can't pay her bills. She babysitting my kids all the time. What grandparent, they want to love their grandkids, not having them all the time. You know what I'm saying? So, but let me tell you something, how God works though, y'all. So as my business grew and we started doing better, I was able to help my mom come out her job. And now she's in the insurance industry.
Come on now.
And I would say she's making double than what she was making at the job. And it's been 1 year. She's been full-time 1 year. And she's doubled her income.
In 1 year?
In 1 year. So, yeah, she's going to be on her way 6 figures real soon as well is what I'm saying. And and today at church she testified saying how back then money was the issue. But now she don't have that issue anymore. Yeah. So to be able to get back to my own mama, y'all, that's what I mean. I say, I just get so emotional because I'm here to help. I'm a helper. That's what I do. I'm a help. We have any other questions? Okay. Y'all have been a joy. I'm been so thankful to share this opportunity with you. Be able just to enlighten you. You can be successful whenever you set your mind out to. It's not no overnight success. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon.
It's a marathon.
Okay.
It's definitely
you're going to go through things. You're going to endure things. But you have to remember, mentally, you have to get your mind right. Spiritually, you got to be connected to God so He can guide you and you keep your strength and faith in Him. Mm-hmm. You have to. Emotional, you have to not act out your emotions. Yeah. I learned to stay level. So when things are good, stay level. When things are bad, stay level. Just stay level across the board.
Stay level and stay in your lane.
And when you do, stay in your lane is a whole other topic.
Please. That's
a whole other topic. But you got to stay in your lane. Oftentimes we see what the next person is doing and we get sidetracked of what God has put before you. But baby, let me tell you something. When we got in our lane, that's when God took the lid off. He took it off. And so that's what I'm saying. Get in your lane, stay prayed up, and ask God to help you and seek you. And you seek Him and watch what He do for you. If it's not insurance, it's whatever you want to do. Don't give up. So if you would, go like this page. Please share it. Share it because other people need to hear this message. You can also go to Spotify and hear it and listen to it there while you're in your car, on your phone, while you're traveling, exercising. Also, too, go to our Instagram page, Healthy Talks with My Healthcare Lady. We also have a Facebook page, too, the same title, Healthy Talks with My Healthcare Lady, y'all. I'm so excited about what God is doing. It's our 4th episode, and we got many, many, many more to come. Eventually, we'll have guests coming on, and again, this is to encourage you. I want you to see the authenticity of everything. For those of you who want to be entrepreneurs, or if you want to be in your career at the peak of your career, I want you to hear what people have endured to get to their success. All we see is glitz and glam. We never see the real. This is the real.
It's in the story. It's in the journey.
All right. You all are my healthy loves, and y'all have a good night. Bye.